Hi, dear language learners. How do you say in Italian, do you mind if I? And also the response, not at all, I don't mind. If you are also studying Italian, this is your video, and this is actually a video series. So please subscribe, drop a like, and hang on with me for the next 5 minutes. I'm doing a series of short videos on these frequently used expressions in Italian that are so useful to become fluent in no time. Hi, and welcome to the channel. This is the channel for fast fluency. And as I said in my previous videos, I'm studying my fifth language, Italian, at the moment. And I invite you to join in if you're also studying Italian. Let's do this together. Please don't forget to subscribe. I also share amazing mindset hacks that get you fluent quicker. All this is founded in research and science. I'm a social psychologist. And all the research I did on how the brain actually works to function in social interaction and to memorize useful structures flows into this channel, because what I realized through my own experience and also through the feedback of my students is that language learning doesn't have to be really overloaded, overburdened study experience where you feel in overwhelm, where you feel in procrastination, where you feel bad about it. It doesn't need to be all that. It should be something joyful and something that has you in no time speak with unshakable confidence. So let's start today's mini Italian lesson. I just learned this myself and I'm very happy to share this with you. So basically the structure is, do you mind if I? Let's see a very simple sentence. So the sentence would be: Ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto? So do you mind if I eat the last cookie? And then the response would be, or could be, there's different options, of course. No, per niente, not at all. Or you can also say ci mancherebbe, prendilo pure, which is a typical Italian way of saying no, not at all. Go ahead and eat it. And let's practice that structure now with ChatGPT. I have, as always, switched on the voice mode of ChatGPT that actually transcribes you at the same time everything you say. I very much invite you to test that for yourself as well. Of course, there's other AI tools. I'm not doing publicity. I'm not being sponsored by them. I just find it fantastic for doing this principle of speaking every day. And as you know, those of you who are regular viewers, the Everyday Nano Method basically says rather do 2 to 5 minutes per day of practicing your speaking than nothing. In this way, you will grow in these perfect nano steps. Okay, so let's switch it on. Hi, ChatGPT, are you there?
I sure am. I'm here and ready to help. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to practice or chat about.
Thank you. So let's practice again this structure of do you mind if? Can you ask me something, for example, ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto? Can you ask me this? And I will then respond.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto? Let me know your response.
Ci mancherebbe, prendilo pure.
Perfect. That's a great response. You're really getting the hang of it. If you want to practice
Thank
more or try out different,
Yes,
you're welcome.
thank you. Can you actually now construct a whole real situation about, sharing cookies? And so we will illustrate a whole conversation, and I will try to respond the best as I can.
That sounds like fun. All right, let's imagine we're having a little snack break together. I might say, hey, ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto? And then you can respond however you like.
No, 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 no per niente. Can you say the pronunciation of that sentence, please?
Of course, the sentence is ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto. And it sounds like this. Ti dispiace se prendo l'ultimo biscotto. Hope that helps.
Thank you. And now the response, can you say no per niente as well?
Absolutely. The response is no, per niente, and it sounds like no per niente.
Thank you.
It's a nice. You're very welcome. If you have any more questions or want to practice anything else, just let me know.
Okay, let's practice this again. Can you create a different situation in which we can practice this structure of do you mind if I and then the response?
Absolutely. Let's do that. Imagine we're in a library and I say, Ti dispiace se parlo a bassa voce? Which means, do you mind if I speak in a low voice? And then you can respond however you like.
No, no per niente. No, non me dispiace.
Perfect. That's a great response. You're really getting the hang of it. If you ever want to try out more scenarios or practice anything else, just let me know.
Yes. Can you do a third context, maybe about a typical situation where you would use this structure in a coffee shop?
Absolutely. That sounds fun. So imagine we're in a coffee shop and I say, Ti dispiace se aggiungo un po' di zucchero al tuo caffè? Which means, do you mind if I add a little sugar to your coffee? And you can respond however you like.
Okay, in this case, I would say yes, no, thank you, because I don't eat sugar. So how would I say that? No, no, grazie. Per me non prendo di zucchero.
That sounds perfect. You can say, no, grazie, per me no zucchero. And that's a very clear and polite way to say it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, dear language learners, this is this little structure I wanted to share with you. If you have some spare time and if you want to practice your Italian as well, subscribe. I will do many of these, little useful expressions for everyday life as I'm practicing myself Italian as my fifth language. I want to share that experience with you. And if you're also at an A2 beginners level, please join in. This is going to be part 2 of my challenge. I told you about this in my previous videos about the mindset hacks as well. Part 2 of my challenge to reach Italian fluency within 2 years. So let's see if you're up for that challenge as well. Subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get a notification by YouTube whenever I upload a new video. Let's do this together, and please don't forget to drop me a comment how this resonates with you. Thank you very much for watching today, and see you in the next video.